ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಯಾರುಂಟು ಯಾರಲ್ಲಿನ ಸಂಸಾರ, ನೀರ ಮೇಲನ ಗುಳ್ಳೆ ನಿಜವಲ್ಲ. ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ AI bubble or any other bubble tomorrow, make sure that you prepare yourself for that. Fundamentals ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
Correct.
Okay, that fundament, never forget your fundamentals. Any new technology that comes tomorrow, I'm confident that I can learn it. Change in the technology, it is not today. It has been happening since your industrial revolution.
Okay.
Earlier, we used to use AI as an end user. Now, the plate is turning where we are providing AI related service. We have started providing AI related services.
Okay.
ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಕಳ್ಳ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ರಾಜ ಅಪರ್ಸಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. Once you have this, believe it or not, whether it is AI bubble, BI bubble, CI bubble, any bubble, you can easily
go through it.
Say through.
ಹೇ ಗೈಸ್, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಪಾಡ್ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇವತ್ತೊಬ್ಬರು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ, ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 35+ years ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ IT ಡೊಮೇನ್, ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋರ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಕೋ-ಫೌಂಡರ್ ಆಫ್ 4Edge IT ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಗಿರೀಶ್ ಐತಾಳ್ ಸರ್. ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
ಈ ಬಿಸಿ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಅಂಡ್ ಸತ್ಯ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಸರ್, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ 35+ years ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ ಮೈ ಏಜ್. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ IT ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಮೈ ಪ್ರಿವಿಲೇಜ್ ಸರ್ ಟು ಸಿಟ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ವಿತ್ ಯು ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಟೆಕ್. ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇವತ್ತು ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರೋದು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿನ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಔಟ್ ದ ಡೆಕೆಡ್ಸ್. 3 decades ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿದಿಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ನನಗೂ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ಮುಂಚೆ. ನಾವು ರೈಟ್ ನೌ ಐ ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಡೊಮೈನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಫ್, ಬಟ್ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಡೊಮೈನ್, ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕರ್ವ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಅವೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಆದರೆ? ಐ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೇರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗಾಗಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ನಂದು ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ನಾಲೆಜ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್, ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ 35 ವರ್ಷ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ನಂಗೆ ಇದು ಏನು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅದು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಈಸಿ. ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲ ನಂಗೆ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ, ಐ ಲೈಕ್ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ಸಂಪತ್ತು, ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅದು ನ ಚೋರಹಾರ್ಯಂ ನ ರಾಜಹಾರ್ಯಂ ನ ಭ್ರಾತೃಭಾಜ್ಯಂ ನ ಚ ಭಾರಕಾರಿ ವೇಕೃತೆ ವರ್ಧತ ಏವ ನಿತ್ಯಂ ವಿದ್ಯಾಧನಂ ಸರ್ವಧನ ಪ್ರಧಾನಂ ಅಂತ. ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ವಿದ್ಯಾಧನ, ಈ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ವೆಲ್ತ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಈ ವಿದ್ಯೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಕಳ್ಳ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ರಾಜ ಅಪರ್ಸಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಶೇರ್ ವಿತ್ ಯುವರ್ ದಾಯಾದಿಗಳು, ಇದ್ರ ತಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣಂದ್ರ ತೆಗೆದು ನೋಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಷ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಹೊರತು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿದ್ಯಾಧನಂ ಸರ್ವಧನ ಪ್ರಧಾನಂ ಅಂತ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈಟ್ ಆ ಒಂದು ನಾಲೆಜ್ ನನ್ನ ಏನಿದೆ, ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಕ್ಲೇಮ್ ದಟ್ ಮೈ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದಟ್ ಇದ್ದದನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ನಂಬಿಕೆ. ಅದು ನಾನು ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗೆ ನನಗೆ 35 ವರ್ಷ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಹೌದು, ಐ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಮೈ ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ BE ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ನಾನು SDM ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಧಾರವಾಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, 86 ಬ್ಯಾಚ್, 1990 ಪಾಸ್ಡ್ ಔಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ವೆರಿ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಐ ನೋ, ರೈಟ್. ಟು ಬಿ ಆನೆಸ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಯು, ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಈ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಯುವರ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಅ ಹೈಪೋಥೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನೀವೀಗ ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಮುಂಬೈ ಆರ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೈಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಿ, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಿ ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ಡ್ ಎ ರೋಡ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮುಂಬೈಗೆ ಹೋಗೋ ಬದಲು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಿ ನಾಸಿಕ್ ರೋಡು ಆ ಕಡೆ ನಾಗ್ಪುರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಯು ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 1 hour. ಓಕೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ಟುಮಾರೋ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೀಚ್ ದೇರ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಇದೆ, ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಇವಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನೇನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿ ರೋಡ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಹೋಯ್ತು, ಮಿಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಆ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾನ್ ಇನ್ ಒನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಈಗ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಅದೇ ತರ ನಂದು ಒಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಕೇಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು, whoever wants to change the branch can opt for branch change ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡು ಕೂಡ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ. ಇದು ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್.
ಓಕೆ.
ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ 87 ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನ್ಯೂ ವಾಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ವಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಸಹ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೀವು ಹೋಟೆಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಯಾವ ತಿಂಡಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಎಂತರ ಡೈಲಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಒಂದು ಮಸಾಲೆ ದೋಸೆ, ನಾನು ಸಹ ಮಸಾಲೆ ದೋಸೆ, ಆ ಥರ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮೈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ, ಒಂದು ಟೊಪ್ಪಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ ಟು ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ IT ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ.
awesome sir. I think ಆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟುಡೇ ವಿ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ವಿತ್ ದಟ್. ವೇರ್ ಆರ್ ವಿ, ನಾವು ಈಗಿರುವಂತ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಬಂದು ನಿಲ್ಲುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಾರಣ ಒಂದು ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಮಿರಾಕಲ್ ತರ.
Exactly, that's what, no, that's Almighty's this is also maybe there, I don't know, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲದ್ರೆ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎನಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲೂ ಈ ತರ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 1990 ಆವಾಗ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಗೋದು ಬಹಳ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು. ಹೌದು, ಯು ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆವಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ರಿಕ್ರೂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬರೀ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ IITs ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್. ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೇವಿಯರ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ PSUs, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ, PSU ಕಂಪನೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತಲೇ, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಾಗ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಊರಲ್ಲಿದ್ವಿ. ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಕುಂದಾಪುರ ಆ ಕಡೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಹೋದೆ. ಲಕಿಲಿ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಂಕಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದು 2-3 ತಿಂಗಳಿದ್ದು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಬಯೋಡಾಟಾ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಫೀಸಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಯೋಡಾಟಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬರೋದು. ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು ಪೋಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ, ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಒಂಥರ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ನೋ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಕೋಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Later that time where I told no KGF, Bharat Earthmovers Limited, public sector company, I wrote that exam there, management trainings ಅಂತ opposite. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ, that's where I joined, that's where I started my career. Okay, ಅಲ್ಲಿ luckily I was also put into what's called as a CAD center, computer aided center, because since we are from a computer science background. ಅಲ್ಲಿ that is where all started my journey of IT.
ಒಂದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ
ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಜರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್.
ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಸ್ ನೋಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು, ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ?
ಗುಡ್. ಸಿ, ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಯುನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒನ್ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಯುನಿಕ್ಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸಮ್ 7 terminals. These 7 terminals had to be shared by I think about 50 people. Okay, look at that. Okay, avaga, and okay, that is also another thing I wanted to mention. Hege anta helidre, programmer, you do not have an opportunity to write the program and compile it and see if it is working or not, again compile. No, nothing. Before you enter and get your keyboard access, you should write your program on paper.
Okay,
everything has to be pakka, including your semicolon, dot or dash ella ಮಾಡಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ they used to allow us inside the lab where you enter there. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಎರರ್, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಆ ತರ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ certainly with the limited this one, and that is where I think, I mean, I always tell to the young generation is that I know we are going to discuss that ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟ್, ನೆವರ್ ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಯೋರ್ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ಸ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಮೀನ್ ದಟ್ we do not know how to add 2 numbers, how to multiply 2 numbers. Calculator is there, computer is there, everything is there. Correct. Okay, so we have not forgotten that basic mathematics, basic science. Similarly, basic computer science, make it very strong and do not forget any of those fundamentals.
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ಸರ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಆ ಟೂಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈಗ 250 into 250 ನಮಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ I just want to add on to your point is that use technology to increase your productivity rather than dominate you.
Exactly. See, you should drive the technology rather than the other way.
Yes, awesome.
That is the main thing that is required nowadays, because that's why if you have have this stand, no, whether it is AI or whatever it is, it doesn't matter to you, because so I am confident that any new technology that comes now,
Correct.
I am confident that I can learn that.
Oh,
okay, because I'll tell you, adadmele I joined BML. There my career was 3 years. We were completely programming for every all the CAD related alligeಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. Later I applied to Tata Motors. Okay, in Pune. Okay, Tata Motors. Again, Tata Motors, we were not in the mainstream. We had a separate product development group.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, it was basically it's called a case tool and the computer aided software engineering case tool.
Designing as
for designing. Some we would have heard about OOAD.
I have heard, sir.
It was a case tool. Okay, basically a procedural language.
Yes.
Okay, so I was there in that. Couple of years it was there. That is the time I got married in 95. That's the time when Times of India I saw an Infosys ad.
Okay.
Infosys was still a dream company for us at that time. Okay.
True, sir.
When we
True,
passed out of college, also Infosys was Infosys sells it.
Correct.
Oh wow, adu Mangaluru. Oh yo, it was like
wow factor.
Wow factor. Applied for that.
Okay.
They had come there to the Pune for the interview.
Okay, sir.
And the person who had come to my interview was Mr. Gopalakrishnan.
Wow, amazing.
He himself had come for this one along with one more person. Okay. So luckily I got into 96 the year where I came here into Infi. Okay.
Curious note again, sir. Yep. All this will be curious notes only. Interview process ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
Interview process. Okay. So luckily ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it was like ಆ interview it was a casual one. Okay. I never had that butterflies in my head. Idirliಲ್ಲ. I don't know why. Okay. It was because Mr. Gopalakrishnan ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಜ್ಞೇಶ್ವರ್ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದ the kind of a setting that they had done. No, it was very casual one.
Casual again.
They asked on the work that I was doing.
Okay.
They were also looking for C++ related person who wanted this. So at that time, luckily, I had an opportunity to work on this Windows C++.
Correct.
That time Windows was a major, C++ was a major one. So I had worked in that.
Okay.
C++ work ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, they asked me what are the work that you have done and what are the challenges that you have faced. I told everything. Okay, everything. So and that too, they were looking for, since it was Mangalore was a new center, they wanted some experienced person.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So at that time I already had some 4-5 years of experience. So that's why, I don't know, God's grace or whatever it is, they were happy or something. Okay, they selected me. Okay. So that's where I started my journey in Infi.
Awesome. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು
ಹೋಯ್ತು. Basically, okay, Infosys ಅಲ್ಲಿ I was there for 6-7 years. I was there in production, the project related things. Then my interest, probably because my father also was a teacher ಇರ್ಬೋದೇನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, I went into a teaching field. I was more interested in teaching. I also took a transfer into an education research department inside E&R, inside Infosys.
Okay.
It's called E&R anta, education research. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ I used to take care of my E&R operations here, where basically training the entry level people, the trainees, training the mid level people. So that is the department. So I was there for 6-7 years there. So around 13-14 years I was there in Infi. Okay. So that was a stint. I really learned a lot.
Okay, nice.
Really learned a lot. But ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ, because every time when you in the life, you always do a ಸಿಂಹಾವಲೋಕನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ.
Correct.
Okay, retrospective view of your life. Yeah. Okay. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ರಾಮ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಈ ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಸಿಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಕುಡ್ ಹವ್ ಡನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವೇ ಅಂತ ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Anyway, it's a good experience. Even if you do a mistake also, it's good that you get an experience.
You learn a lot.
Ensure that you don't repeat that mistake.
Correct.
That's the main.
Correct. All right, sir. So I think wealth of information already. Thank you. So moving on, now you're an entrepreneur, sir. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಯು? ಆ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ, ನೀವು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಲಿಸುವ ಒಂದು ಹಂಬಲ ಬಂತು, ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು ಹಂಬಲ ಬಂತು. ಅದೊಂದು ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಅದೇ ಫೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರನರ್ ಜರ್ನಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಬೇಕಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಏನದು? ವಾಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ಡ್ ಯು ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ನ್ಯೂ ವೆಂಚರ್?
ಒಂಥರ you can call me as I'm kind of an accidental entrepreneur. I'll tell you, to be honest, I told, right, so I moved into Infi into that training department. Later I also, meanwhile, I had a connection with among lot of engineering college professors. So I used to go to engineering colleges, and I had a connection with a lot of engineering college professors. My, inside Ali Ondu, I still had that urge that I have to come and teach to the college students, because I want to, basically there are a lot of, because anything, it is not that I know much better than college students.
Correct.
It is because I have done more mistake than you. Please don't make that mistake.
Repeat ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ basically.
Okay, that's where I wanted to join a college, because I had established some good connection with a few college professors. I invested, basically I moved out and I went into a college. Okay, I worked there for a couple of semesters, but industry ಇಂದ ಬಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ I think ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮ್ಯಾಚಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
ಹೌದು.
Okay,
ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. And that is a time where my ex-boss, who was in the training department, he mentioned that, okay, we are starting this company, would you like to join?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's the time, yes, I want to join that, because adu kuda, that is a training related company only. Basically it's called Meteor Learning Solutions anta, where again corporate training ಮಾಡುವಂತ content development ಮಾಡುವಂತದ್ದು. It was when 2010 we started in HSR layout Bangalore. Okay. 2010, yeah. Okay, we started that. 3 of us were there, actually all ex-Infi people. Okay. My ex-boss, my ex-colleague, and 3 of us we started. In fact, that time I used to travel every week, Bangalore, travel ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ.
Okay.
It ran for 3 years, but again that was a time where we had a downturn. 2009-10 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ, you remember, ಆವಾಗ Lehman Brothers major issue was there, right? So ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಯೂಶಲಿ when the companies find it difficult to go ahead, when they want to cut the cost, first thing they look at is training area and all these areas they cut it. Okay, so that's where it kind of that started, downturn started, and that's where now basically it did not go the way that it was expected, so we had to shut the shop there. So we ran for I think almost 3 years. I used to go to corporates, I used to go to different cities for corporate training, mainly B2B corporate training. ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರ್ಗೆ, ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ಗೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ.
ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಆಮೇಲೆ
later we closed that because it didn't run properly. Okay, then what I did is I went as a independent consultant, and I used to consult for Manipal Academy of Global Education. Okay. So Manipal Academy of Global Education is a company where they used to whatever that you see in Infosys in Mysore that they're doing, right? They do it for different customers. Okay. Like, for example, XYZ company is there.
Correct.
They want to train some 100 people. Instead of their training, they give it to Manipal Academy of Global Education. They do a complete residential program training and depute back to them. So I used to go as a consultant to that.
Nice.
And ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, again I think because small direction change. So one of my ex-colleagues says, he came and he already runs a company here called Karanji Infotech. You know it, right? Yeah. He told, I think we have this one, why don't we start? And he just generally discussion. That's where I think we should start this. We started this 4-edge IT solution, because 4 people are there.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Analogy. Then, yeah. Okay. 4 people are there. Myself, Mr. Krishna Prakash, Narsim Shanai, and Harimurthy Balladant. All ex-Infosys people. 4-edge. And we also give 4 major. We have one product called KNS LMS. LMS product. Yes. We do take up content development, e-learning content development activity. We also do take up education-based games. Okay, this mainly for the clients we do that, and IT application development, custom IT application development. Okay, so this is that's why the name
4-edge. Okay, very nice, very nice. Now it's a decade.
Yes, we just last week we completed the 10 years.
Awesome.
We started. Okay, February we started.
And wishing you all the success ahead for that venture, sir.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. I think again, sir, one thing what I understood with the conversation is that ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಾರ್ಕ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇತ್ತು, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೀನ್ ದಿ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ 3 decades ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ, can you just let me know about the evolution, what you have gone through over the years, sir, in terms of tech?
Wonderful question. I told, right? So that was a time where for us only Windows OS was the only OS that we had seen. Correct. 86, 87. Okay, anyway, Microsoft started 80 irutte, but we started seeing in the college Unix was much earlier than that. Unix was there, and probably 88, 89 time only we started seeing this DOS.
Correct.
Disk operating system. It's kind of mother of Windows system. Okay, where you have DOS command prompt, right? Only prompt. Okay, Ali. They used to write the C programs and all those things. Okay, from DOS, the higher versions of DOS came. I think during early 90s, we had seen 1991 early, we saw the Windows 3.0 operating system. Okay. Ali, that operating system, every 5 minutes used to crash. You do something, it used to crash. Okay. Some additional software you add, it used to crash. You do. That's where we also started Windows programming, 1993 or something. Okay, Windows programming, we started that. Ali kuda hage sa program ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆಚಿಚಾದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, Windows used to crash, again restart. That's where it all started, and later you slowly moved on to the higher versions of Windows. Windows 95 is a very stable version. Then came Windows XP, Windows 11, all these things. This way. Okay. My journey with Windows, I think, stopped somewhere in mid 90s itself. Okay. Where I got more interested in Unix. Okay. Unix, it is still a very powerful operating system.
True.
Okay. I do not have anything against Microsoft, anything against Windows, though I've been using Windows for more than 35 and still I'm using it. Okay. But the architecture of Unix is so simple.
Correct.
That if you build any application or any program there, it can sustain and it hardly crashes.
Correct.
Okay.
Very powerful.
It's very powerful. It's very simple. In fact, what we call as onion layers architecture. Onion layer architecture anta.
Okay. The kernel and the
kernel, your operating system component, your again shell programming and other programming, and then you user programming. I always give the analogy, like for example, it is like a typical restaurant kind of a thing. Okay. Deep inside the restaurant, you have the hardware, that kitchen utensils and all those things. The cook works with those utensils and other dishes and all those things. Okay. And you will, as a customer, you cannot directly talk to the cook chef. You will this one, the shell is nothing but like a waiter. Whom you will talk to the waiter, who in turn speaks to this one. Atara. So that kind of a communication. There's a wonderful Unix operating system. I got interested in that. So basically I used to take a lot of sessions on Unix and now write programming and all those Unix. Okay. Now coming to this one, every day. I recall one small cartoon that I had seen long ago. That this change in the technology, it is not today. It has been happening since your industrial revolution. Okay. If you in this time actually, I read a lot of books. I urge everyone to read a book called Sapiens. I'm sure you would have heard about it. Yes. Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. An excellent book. Okay, it talks about how human has evolved from since whatever 10,000, 12,000 years ago, when the cognitive revolution ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಬುದ್ಧಿವಂತಿಕೆಯ ಕ್ರಾಂತಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಶುರುವಾಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಧಾನ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹೌ 10,000 years ago how human being started, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಧಾನ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಲ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿ 18th century ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಲಾಸಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ IT revolution, and that's where we have come at AI revolution. Okay.
Back to circle one.
Yes. And I do a humor that for me AI is not a big deal. My family knows the whole thing about AI because my family name starts with AI. Just kidding.
Okay.
AITHAL is my surname. So AI is not big new thing.
I've seen it long back.
Yes, exactly.
Nice, sir.
Okay.
Awesome.
So that's what basically that's the typical fear. ಅಯ್ಯೋ AI ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಥರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. For me, it's not new. Okay. That's one. Job loss, if you are talking about, job loss had happened during the industrial revolution.
Correct.
When the machine that, basically it's spinning jenny and that looms and also power looms and all those things. People used to do it manually. Automatic. Obviously, people had lost. Okay. People lost and have they completely lost?
Yeah.
No.
They figured out something.
Upskilled. Okay. ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಂತಲ್ಲ, when the AI revolution started, because just fast few years, I saw an advertisement in the ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ emeritus ಅಂತ ಒಂದು basically online education provider.
I know, sir.
Emeritus. They had put an ad that okay, IIT Delhi is giving a 9 months program on technology advancement and AI leadership. Okay, I went through that.
Okay.
It was a 9-month online program. I also had a couple of days campus immersion program in IIT Delhi.
Oh.
So I had completed that.
Okay.
My thing is that your learning should never stop.
Stop. Exactly, sir. Yeah.
Okay, it should stop only on your last day of your life.
Evolution of learning.
Evolution of learning.
Awesome.
That mindset you always should have. Okay, whether it is related to technology, or I urge everyone to always keep reading a lot of books.
Correct, sir. Correct.
Please
Perfect.
do keep reading a lot of books.
Perfect.
Not just technology books.
Any
other
books.
also.
Yes. Awesome.
That's the
Wealth of information again, guys. I think beautiful. I think we are time hodade gottagilla. We are halfway through already.
Oh, is it?
It's been a flawless kind of a session. Awesome, sir. So AI revolution ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. Let's talk about AI. Right, and very importantly AI bubble.
Yes.
Right, ನಾವು ಆ ಒಂದು ಬಬಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇದ್ದೇವಾ, ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವಾ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದು ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೊರಗಾದ್ರೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಈ 2026 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್, ವಾಟ್ ಡು ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ AI? Right, is it really impacting people or tech industry, or if in case how can we, ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಯೂಸ್ ಕೇಸಿಗೆ ಬಳಸಬಹುದು, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಆನ್ AI would be really good, sir.
ಪುರಂದರದಾಸರದ ಒಂದು ಪದ್ಯ. ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಸೇ?
ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸರ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಯಾರುಂಟು ಎರವಿನ ಸಂಸಾರ, ನೀರಾಮೇನ ಗುಳ್ಳೆ ನಿಜವಲ್ಲ. Bubble. Talking about bubbles, maybe 500,000 years ago.
He himself told that.
He's talking more about life.
Yes.
Life is a bubble, and basically anything unexpected can keep coming in.
Correct.
See, this bubble again is not new to us. We had seen .com bubble. Okay. 2001 time and all those things. Okay. .com bubble. Basically nobody knew what is a .com. Everybody started creating website create ಮಾಡೋದು. abcd.com, xyz.com, this.com, that.com, com ಆಗಿ ಬಾಂಬ್ ಆಯ್ತು. Okay. We have seen that. Later, okay, .com bubble probably aggravated. I mean, at that the same time, this 9/11 incident also happened in the US.
Correct.
Okay, adukke idukella match agi onthara .com bubble happened. Okay, next even the development of system started early 80s alla agi. Aita ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, before that this one there is a Y2K bubble. Year 2000 bubble, where people were fearing that, believe it or not, actually at that time in 1999 December 31st, I was there in the US.
Oh, okay.
I mean 1999 earlier ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. Okay, I was there mid 2000 ವರೆಗೆ ಇದ್ದೆ, 1.5 years ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೆ. Okay. That time there was a fear that 1999 December 31st ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್, ಸೂಪರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಅ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ ಕಿಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ couple of loaves of bread, ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್, ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್, ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಟ್ಲು ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವೇರ್ ಫಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಪವರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೊರಟು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಔಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ buy that.
Literally.
And luckily nothing happened. Okay, everything was fine. 1999 31st December midnight, nothing happened, everything was smooth.
Correct.
Okay. So even life also, the fear of something is happening is 95%. That something getting manifested is only 5%.
Okay.
That's the life.
Yes.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೋ ಏನೋ ಆ ಭಯ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ನಮ್ಗೆ. Okay, we have seen the bubble. We have seen the Y2K bubble, we have seen the .com bubble, we have seen that even that's on 2009 2010 ಅಲ್ಲಿ another bubble basically related to that economic idರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ disruption bubble. So we had seen similar kind of a bubble. Not just specific to IT, even otherwise also.
Correct.
This was there. Okay. So this thing is that AI bubble also, it's another similar bubble, but only difference here is that make sure that you have to get prepared to take that AI bubble or AI wave or something.
Okay.
ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈಗ .com ಬಬಲ್ ಬಂತು. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ obviously there are a lot of companies which shut the shops. Okay, we also are seeing a lot of news about AI, so many job loss, this is happening, that's happening. That's always there. That's, we have seen it always there. Only thing is that how do you prepare yourself to face this bubble is the main thing. Okay, I gave my own example of that. Basically, that's where we are already started, putting upskilling our people in AI related skills. Okay, we already started implementing AI related features into our product and services. Right? ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಥ್ ಚಲೋ. ಓಕೆ, ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಕೋಲ, ಆ ಥರ ಕಟ್ಲೇಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ,
ಹಿಂದೆ ಬಿದ್ದು ಬೀಳ್ತೇವೆ.
ಹೌದು, ಆ ಥರ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ, ಓಕೆ, ವೆದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ AI bubble or any other bubble tomorrow, make sure that you prepare yourself for that. Okay, and again I go back to the same thing. Once your fundamentals are strong,
correct sir,
if your fundamentals are strong, nobody can beat you.
Correct sir.
I mean, ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ದು ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, any new technology that comes tomorrow, I'm confident that I can learn it. Correct. May not with a very deep extent, but certainly I can know what it is.
Correct sir. So basically ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು, irrespective of what may come tomorrow, ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತಿಂದನೇ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು.
ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಈಗ ಮಾಡಿ, ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾವು ಮಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ವೆದರ್ ವಿ ಸಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಆರ್ ವಿ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫೇಸಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ವೆದರ್? ಈಗ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಮಳೆಗಾಲ ಅಂತಲೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಮಳೆ ಇತ್ತು. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ AI ಅಗೇನ್ ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ನೀವು AI ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಹೈರಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಒನ್ ಇವತ್ತು, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಎನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೆಶರ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಆರ್ ಮಿಡ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸು ಆಗಲಿ, what skills do you look today in that particular person in 2026? ಈಗ 2020 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಹೈರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಜಗಜಾಂತರ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸಗಳು ನಾನೇ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಡೂ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎನ್ ಎಡ್ಟೆಕ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್, ನಾನು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಈಗ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಿ ನಾನು 4 years ಮುಂಚೆ ನೋಡಿದಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಸೊ ಆ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ, ತಾವು ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಈ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸಿನಾರಿಯೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡುವಂತ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದಲ್ಲ, with all this again AI stuffs coming in. So if you could let us know about that. Lots of people who are watching can also get prepared for that. If in case ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಎನಿ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ವೇ ಸರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್, ಬಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವೇ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇದಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಂಟಸಿ ತರ, AI ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಂಟಸಿ ತರ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿರುವಂತ ಬಬಲ್ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿರುವಂತ ಅವಕಾಶ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ಲಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ .com ಬಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವೆರಿ ಯಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ದೆನ್, 6 years or 7 years. ನನಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ AI ಬಬಲ್, ಆರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಡ್ವೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ AI, ಆರ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ AI ಟೂಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪರ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ನನ್ನ ಪರ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಟೋಟಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯುವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಹೈರಿಂಗ್ ಸಮನ್ ಟುಡೇ, ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಲಿ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ and how are the process will be accordingly?
Very good question, very relevant question for the current period. If I have to recruit a new person to our team,
yes,
okay, again I will not ask you to be completely knowledge about all the AI tools that are available in the market.
Correct sir.
I go back to the same fundamentals again. How easily can you learn new skill? That is the main thing that I look at.
Okay.
How is your fundamental? Okay. When I am basically in the interview now also, sometimes people may get surprised that the kind of question that I ask is, okay, I have this array of 10 elements, 20 elements or something. Write a small program to identify the least number from this one or maximum number from this one. Okay. Just sort this without using any ready-made sorting algorithm.
Correct.
Okay, I use this one. In this process, typically ನಾವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ನೋಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, as a fresher especially, okay, we do not want you to come up with lot of skills.
Correct.
Okay, but how can you apply your mind and how your learnability skills?
Correct.
That is the main thing that you're looking.
Problem ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ?
Yes. Okay, your approach to the problem, how you approach your problem. Okay, I always tell this to the people that, okay, please make it, look at from that perspective. Because ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ, you have different ways to solve the problem.
Correct.
Like for example, again I can give an example. Okay, write a program to identify if a number is prime or not.
Correct sir.
Okay, prime number
the classic
identify ಮಾಡೋದು,
the classic question.
People think from there are multiple solutions. Basic solution ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ suppose you that number is there, keep on dividing by the number from starting from ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ people typically start from 1.
Correct.
Where the remainder 0 ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು prime number ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದು.
1 ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ obviously remainder 0
ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
Okay. People, that is where one mistake they do. Okay, they start from 2. ಆಯ್ತಾ? 2 in the, they, supposing if I give a number as 100 to identify whether it's prime or not, they go till 99.
Okay.
You don't need to go till 99. Okay. I ask a question, do you really need to go till 90? No, you can go till 50 only. 51 ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ obviously number divisible 100 divisible ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So go till 50. Do you have any other optimum approach? You don't need to. You just need to go through till the square root of the given number.
Oh, okay, sir.
To identify if the number 100 is prime or not, you just have to divide the number from 2 to 10.
10 10 ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಐತೆ
ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಯ್ತಾ. So this is where we find out that how well can he give the solution.
Oh, awesome. Yes.
Okay, same thing. 7th standard ಅಲ್ಲಿ we had one mathematics problem where what is the sum of number from 1 to n? If I ask you a question, okay, what is the sum of number from 1 to n? Can you tell me? Kasta. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a formula there. Okay, n into n plus 1 by 2. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಟಿಪಿಕಲ್ ಲೂಪ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅವನು ಆಕ್ಸಿಯಮ್ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ದು. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಲೂಪ್ n into n plus 1 by 2 ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್
ಅಲ್ವಾ? See, that is why I go back to the fundamental. Make your mathematics is strong. Make the fundamental algorithm logic is strong.
Correct.
That's why I came. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ, once you have this, believe it or not, whether it is AI bubble, BI bubble, CI bubble, any bubble, you can easily
go through it.
Say through.
Okay. Awesome. I think that example of square root thing was like gold. Really, that was very much, I think, analogy ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲೂ ನೋಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, and that was pure maths, by the way.
Yeah, it is pure maths.
Sir, your favorite subject was maths back then?
I was. My favorite.
You were good at maths.
Yeah,
ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Nice. Awesome, sir. So I want you to let us know a bit more about cloud and DevOps, sir. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ cloud DevOps ಬಗ್ಗೆ, because ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ I think ನನಗೆ ಬರುವಂತಹ ಸುಮಾರು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು, ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಸರಿ, ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ರೀಚ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕುಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ದಟ್. ಅಗೇನ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದಿಸ್ AI ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಫಿಯರ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಸರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಪುನಃ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ. ಕ್ಲೌಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೆವಾಪ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೆಲೆವೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ದು AI-ಗೆ? ಐ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ಲಿ ಬಿಲೀವ್ ದಟ್ AI ರಿಲೈ ಎಂಟೈರ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ ಕ್ಲೌಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೆವಾಪ್ಸ್. Because ಈ AI-ನು ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ you need cloud or any service for that matter. So how cloud and DevOps is that getting impacted by AI? I strongly disagree with that. It is not getting impacted there. And second thing is that ಒಂದು organization ಗೆ cloud ಮತ್ತೆ DevOps ಎಷ್ಟು important sir? ಒಂದು DevOps process ಎಷ್ಟು important sir?
First of all, I hope everybody knows that why this concept of cloud came into picture.
Correct.
Okay. Cloud came into picture because when the organization started in the 80s and 90s, so even till late 90s up to 2000, organization means they had to keep their own machine, their own server, their own network, router, how do we do all that? There's a separate department for that. All those things. Any upgrade ಮಾಡೋದು. There was a lot of overhead that was that organizations used to face. Okay.
ಸರ್ವರ್ ರೂಮ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದಿತ್ತು.
ಸರ್ವರ್ ರೂಮ್ ಅಂತ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ we used to all the company, ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಅದೇ BML ಅಲ್ಲಿ believe it, okay, again let me just becoming nostalgic, believe it or not, ಆ CAD center ಅಲ್ಲಿ I think there used to be about 50 to 60 users. Okay. We had around 10 to 12 machines which were kind of shared by 50 to 60 users. We had one LAN. Okay, one server room. So CAD center ಅಲ್ಲಿ one small server room was there. Okay. That server, can you take a guess the capacity of the server? The storage capacity was just 150 MB.
Oh shit.
150 MB, which we used to manage for 50 people. Okay. We used to manage the whole thing. So when organizations realized that we have so much of this one, somebody came up with that, saying that, okay, I will maintain the hardware for you with the appropriate virtualization, the security and all those things. You just pay per usage.
As a rent.
ಅಷ್ಟೇ. So you are kind of you can get rid of all those hassle and
heavy lifting ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ.
Exactly. Okay. So that's where the cloud ಅಲ್ಲಿ main important thing is, can I start a cloud company? Answer is yes. But main thing is that I need to have that appropriate hardware, and main thing is security.
Correct, sir.
Extreme security is extremely important.
Data centers.
Data center ಅಲ್ಲಿ security is and virtualization.
Infrastructure ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್.
Exactly, right? So virtualization.
Correct, sir.
Right? You have one machine, you can cater to multiple companies.
Yes.
You make it a separate virtual OS ತರ ಮಾಡಿ.
Correct.
That's where
Yes.
you're seeing, right?
Yes.
So that's where how it all started, the cloud computing ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Then came cloud computing ಬಂದಾಗ where you told basically it's now your infrastructure as a service, all as compute,
Yes.
which are
PaaS,
AAS,
SaaS,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, PaaS, IaaS, SaaS and all those things. Software as a service, so infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, so ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. That's where all your cloud thing started. Now connect this to AI. Okay, AI obviously it's basically rather than cloud impacting AI or AI impacting cloud, I would say they complement each other.
Beautiful, sir. Beautiful. Yes.
Alva, they have to complement each other, because otherwise, like, for example, how do you use chat GPT?
Correct. Where is data stored?
Exactly, and that's where, in fact, one US government person saying that, no, he was also saying that why should we let Indians use chat GPT, because it's being run on our data centers and that is another thing anyway. Okay.
We'll come back to that, sir.
Exactly. Okay, so atra, so when you have all these AI tools, they are hosted in some data centers.
Correct, sir.
Nothing but clouds, right? So I think without cloud, AI cannot exist.
Correct.
Is my whatever
100%
knowledge that I have,
100%.
right? So,
ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಎನಾಲಜಿ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ ಸರ್, ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಗೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾವಿನಕಾಯಿಯನ್ನು ನಮ್ಗೆ ತಿನ್ಬಹುದು, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಉಪ್ಪು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅದು ಖಾರ ಪುಡಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಟೂ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಎಂಟಿಟೀಸ್. ಮಾವಿನಕಾಯಿ is a different entity, ಉಪ್ಪು is a different entity, but when mixed together, the taste is brilliant. So similar, like I believe cloud DevOps with AI goes hand in hand that way, is what I believe.
Exactly. Yes, that's because AI, I mean, I know, because see what happens is now other side of this thing also, the cloud irodrinda, where you could host lot of these websites, lot of these web applications, all those things, and all these because they had given the input for your AI, no?
Correct.
AI major component is your data.
Correct. Yes.
How did this data came into picture? Thanks to social media, for that matter.
Yes.
Alva, where your cloud thing.
Awesome. So it's very relevant, sir. Now moving on to ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋದು ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ, ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ದೊಂದು AI ಇಂಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಸಮ್ಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 2026. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಸರ್ವಮ್ AI also, sir, because that was a huge integral part. I think the entire wave, we were starting thinking, we were just we beautifully saw an Indian company blowing up, right? So what might be India's vision on tech, sir? I think next couple of years, I think budget wise there were so much of allowances for startups, infrastructures by Nirmala Sitharaman munne namdu. So idanella compare ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದು ವಿಷನ್ ಟೆಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಸರ್? ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಟ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪರ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಐ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ನೋ, ಸರ್.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Good. That's a good question. First thing is that thanks to our Prime Minister.
Thank you.
For its kind of a vision that he has, that's really amazing. In fact, I was planning to attend that AI Impact Summit.
Is it?
I was planning to go, but now I say, I know it's good that I didn't go.
Please, sir. Well,
I can tell you that because there was some lot of problems in initial couple of days, and I wanted to go for the inauguration and first 2 days. I think there were a lot of problems.
Correct.
Later, I was viewing everything via the YouTube live with okay. The kind of talks that are happened now, the kind of technology that they're talking about, amazing, Matra. I mean, it's mind blowing. Not just Sarvam. I mean, they're not just Sarvam. There are two other things also that day that were highlighted. One is Sarvam AI.
Okay, sir.
Another is Bharat Gen.
Yes.
And another is Jnani.ai.
Correct.
These three were highlighted that day. Sarvam, obviously, because see, look at why the Sarvam has caught our interest is because all your chat GPT, all other things are mainly they have a data of outside India, most of them.
Correct,
right?
sir.
But idರಲ್ಲಿ because ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸರ್ವಮ್ AI more applicable to Indian context. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಮೇನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಈಗ you're traveling, okay. you travel to somewhere in the northeast, or even sometimes when you go to Tamil Nadu also, some remote corner ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂದಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಟ್ಟಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದೆಮ್ ಎನಿವೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಪಾಪ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ವಿತ್? ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಬೇಡ ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನೈಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗಿ ಕ್ಯಾಬ್ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನಂಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ತಮಿಳ್ ಐ ಕುಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಕೇಟ್ ಟು ದೆಮ್? ನಾವು ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸರ್ವಮ್ AI, ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ಆಪ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ವಮ್ AI ಇದು ಚಾಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಚಾಟ್ GPT ತರ ಸರ್ವಮ್ AI ಚಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇರ್. ಐ ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ನಾನು. ಓಕೆ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್, ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್, ಲೈವ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್.
ಬಜೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅವರು ಕನ್ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ, ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಬಂದಿದೆ.
ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ, ವೆನ್ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ಡೇ, ಇದು ಲೈವ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಷನ್ ಲೈವ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ದಟ್ ಇದು ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದಟ್ ನೋ ಮುಖಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಂತ, ಸೈನ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟ್ ತರ. ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್, ರೈಟ್? ಅದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಲೈವ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಅಮೇಜಿಂಗ್ tool that is going to be helpful for India across the people.
Correct.
Okay, the main thing, that language translation problem we have to have, especially when you go outside, this gets solved. Obviously, otherly, you also would have heard about the translation tool where it's already there. There is a translation app is there, right? To translate this one. Even before that, already it came.
Okay.
You know, government of India, they want the language. I forgot that.
Nudi, sir. Nudi alla.
Nudi alla. Bhashini. But it was still, and I think upgrade ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. I had used it. Okay, you speak in Kannada, it will convert it to Tamil or whatever it is, reverse way, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this also had given a lot of input to Bhashini also. Okay, Sarvam AI is certainly this is one aspect of it. There are many other aspects of Sarvam AI also. Okay, chat ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ, and in fact I think there are other things also, I don't remember now. So Sarvam ಮತ್ತೆ ಜ್ಞಾನಿ.ai, Bharat Gen, there are a lot of things that are coming. So if you ask me, AI for Bharat, no doubt we are going to be going up, like in a really on the exponential idರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Okay, because see, one thing is that the prior to AI, people hardly knew about the what I say, that how AI is working, and basically it is more restricted to kind of outside India kind of a thing. Now people have started realizing the value of AI. Okay, earlier we used to use AI as an end user. Now the plate is turning where we are providing AI related service. We have started providing AI related services. Okay. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಚಾಟ್ GPT ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂತು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂತು, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಅದರ್ ಜೆಮಿನಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂತು. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಎಂಡ್ ಯೂಸರ್. ಬಟ್ ನೌ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ AI ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್, ವೇರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ LLMs, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅವರ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ because of the sheer number of people that we have using, I don't think we need to be dependent upon any other country for our AI journey.
Awesome, sir. I think India is going in a right direction in terms of tech.
Yes. All things that we have to open all our ears wide open,
be alert,
and keep on absorbing
the information skills.
Yes.
And I think the government also supporting in such a way. I really feel that I think by 2030 we are looking into another revolution in IT industries in India.
My request to even young generation is that whenever you come out of the college, do not always think from the perspective of where do I join a company.
Correct, sir.
Yes, you might want to join a company, but look at also from the perspective of where you want to start your own company.
Correct.
Because gone are the days where now earlier, post independence or later or something, starting a company in India was very difficult.
Correct.
What we call the license raju, adella tumba irtittu, getting a permission from this one. Believe it or not, to go to Infosys, Narayan Murthy alla ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಫಾರಿನ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you had to take the permission from some central ministry. ಫಾರಿನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. So now gone are those days of challenges. So look at also from probably initial few years you may get some experience. Always think from the perspective of creating your own company and giving jobs to people.
Awesome.
That is where slightly change that mindset. That will be a wonderful thing that you can contribute to the country also.
Oh, awesome. That's it, sir. I think ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ನನಗೆ ಸುಮಾರು ವಿಷಯಗಳು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ಸರ್. ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ 80s to 2026, ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದ IT ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ವಿಡ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕೈ ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಟೈಮಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡುವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 4-5 years or ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೆಕೇಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ there is a lot to learn for us and lot to implement and lot to research, by the way, and there will be many companies which will blossom like Sarvam or any other, because Sarvam has become a benchmark ಈಗ. at least ಒಂದು launching pad ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ.
ecosystem has been developed.
Correct.
Like whether it is UPI, all those things. No?
GPU ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತ amount which we are ready to spend. ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 100+ billions ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಫಾರ್ GPUs. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಯೂನಿಟಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂತ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ರಿಲೆವೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಕ್ in 2026, because back in the days I don't believe that India might have invested so much on anything for that matter. I think you would be the right person to tell about that, but I have not seen, because ನಾನು ಸುಮಾರು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಐ ವರ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ GNU Linux ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಗ್ಲಗ್ ಎಂಬ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ I was a president there, and I was a president in Free Software Movement Karnataka. The FOSS idu namdu Mangalore regional coordinator agidde for a couple of years.
Open source system.
I am a huge advocate of open source system. Back in my college days though, but ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಲೇಮನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳೋದು ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಟುಡೇ ದ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ or the ministry is coming out and stating that how big we Indians are, and trying to prove a point against Anthropic or OpenAI in front of CEOs of such big giants is something amazing. And it was a pleasure sir sitting in front of you, or sitting beside you for that matter, and it's ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಫೈನಲ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು.
ಫೈನಲ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅಗೈನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಮೈ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಕಾಯಿಂಡ್ a smart acronym many of would have heard, right?
Correct.
SMART. My definition of smart, which I have realized, is that S means socialize, because nowadays people are always busy with this one. Rather than that, socialize with people, come out of social media and socialize, network social. And M for basically this meditation andre related to yoga, meditation, all those things. Certainly it gives you a lot of inputs, especially yogasana ella maadi, pranayama maadi, meditation. Do that, because nowadays sanna puttadekella people are really tumba extreme measures ge hogta hai.
Correct.
Okay, make sure that you do this practice. Okay, A is do physical activity. Every day do physical activity. ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ people try to stick to this chair or sofa or something. Do different physical activity. And next one is R, read 100%. You have to read extensively, not just a tech books, outside non-tech books, non-fiction books, and also what is happening currently, current affairs, everyday newspapers. Keep reading. And T for travel.
Okay.
As far as possible, try to travel. Whether it is local, this one, all those, trekking, travel, touring, and all those things. The kind of knowledge that you gain,
awesome, sir,
nobody can give that information.
Correct.
Travel. So that's where my
awesome.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you so much. I think can't thank you enough. It was a pleasure talking to you, meeting you, and discussing about all these current affairs and what is happening in IT industries. And thank you so much for making it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you.